I'm drinking Ace of Spade out of plastic cup. I'm on the conference call while I'm sacking up. You see these thigh pads, nigga, clap it up. Clap it up. I'm on the way to the bank and I'm cracking up. That because we rich, 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 yeah, rich, rich, yeah, rich, rich,
Ratchet Wizdom the podcast. Y'all know what's going on. Hey, today is one of them ones.
Oh yeah.
One of them
Oh yeah.
We got a special guest in the building.
Our first guest.
Our first guest. Oh,
Yeah.
Inside the applause.
Clap it up for that. Zaki, I'm gonna let you introduce her since you introduced her to us.
Okay, well, good. So I'm really happy to have our special guest in the building today. Yeah. This is Miss Zindzhi of Zinful Pleasures, and we're gonna talk a little bit of sex today, right?
Absolutely. Let's talk about sex.
So we don't want to call you a sexpert, right? Okay, so let me start. Let me go back.
Why not?
Well, there's actually a more sophisticated term, and I'm gonna let Zindzhi introduce that term. But I met Zindzhi a long time ago. But how we got on this note was Zindzhi was my sponsor, and we were both doing Pure Romance. So
people don't know what that is.
What is
Pure Romance?
Okay, so Pure Romance is a multi-level marketing company that sells like bedroom toys, basically. So like if you know Bedroom Candy, it was kind of like a little bit before Bedroom Candy, but they sell just like bedroom accessories for couples, for singles, and we both used to sell it, and Zindzhi actually got me in the business, and so now we're here. Zindzhi has like spread her wings and got her own business, and her business is called Zinful Pleasures. So I'll let you talk a little bit about that and tell us what you like to be called as a person, as opposed to be calling a sex expert.
Well, I'm Zindzhi, and I prefer to be called an intimacy coach.
Okay.
And
intimacy
so it's
coach.
still absolutely
You need one of them.
Intimacy coach. Okay.
Gotta coach you on that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We're gonna get to it. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And so, but I do own an online adult novelty boutique called Zinful Pleasures, and we provide a plethora of different items for pleasure, for self-pleasure, for partner play, you name it. And it's a very exciting website, very exciting business in itself, just the industry itself. And so one of the things I truly love about being an intimacy coach and, the term sexpert is that, you are committed to just educating people about sex.
Yeah.
And, and encouraging self-pleasure as well as the pleasure of others. So that's...
You encourage masturbation.
Encourage, yes.
Okay, for sure.
Encourage, all of that. Why not?
For sure.
Why not?
Why not? I love it. I love why
So
not.
with you being an intimacy coach, have you ever actually been there coaching somebody from the sideline? Go ahead.
On the scene, right there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Live
These are
there.
great questions.
Live
and direct.
Scene, in scene.
Harder. Is this intimate enough? Are we doing it right?
That's like the directors of porn scenes.
At the right spot.
He's at the game tonight, coach.
Okay.
So not
Hilarious.
physically.
What, like a Zoom?
On scene.
It is COVID. Virtual coach. Virtual intimacy coach.
Due to the
I like
pandemic,
that.
man.
I like that.
Absolutely.
That'll
Due to the
work.
pandemic, I have done.
Yeah.
I have done Zoom.
Oh, for real?
Absolutely.
Yes.
How was that? How was that?
So
Explain
it's
it.
very interesting because you have both partners there, talking about what their needs are, what their wants are, and things that they desire, and so you're trying to explain to them how to get the biggest bang for the biggest buck.
Oh, yes.
So
Big bangs.
you know, and with the pandemic, of course, I wasn't doing any in-home consultations, so definitely we moved to Zoom and utilizing even FaceTime in some instances. So you have to, really. Just like with everybody else, you got to adjust to the times, right? And so, I mean, everybody was still getting it on when.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It
was a baby boom.
It was a new boom.
Yeah.
Absolutely, new boom. You had sex pods and all kinds of things
So
happening.
what certified you to be an expert or an intimacy coach?
So, I mean, you could go and get a certification to be a sexpert. However, that's why I'm an intimacy coach because my expertise and background falls in educating around sex. So I do a lot of research and education around just sex and everything that involves that.
A lot of on-the-job training.
Absolutely.
For sure.
On-the-job training.
For sure.
For sure. On-the-job training.
So look, I see you bought some.
On the job.
Yeah,
You
on the
you bought
job.
some toys with you. What all toys you have?
Cannot.
So I have hundreds of different types of toys that I sell on my website. But today I did bring a couple of our most popular items. Today I did bring the rose with us, which has gone viral probably for the last year now.
Yes,
The rose has
I always
gone
am
viral.
hearing about the rose, so
She
I
wants-
want
she
to
wants
get
one.
into it.
Well, I
She
mean,
wants
you can,
one.
you
Well,
can.
I see somebody
let me see.
said she gonna stop going on dates if the rose is hitting for what they say it's hitting
hold
for.
your rose up, and so you know what I'm saying.
This is the camera.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you
No,
can
we
do
right
this
here,
one.
we right
I'm
here.
not here.
So this is the rose. It's basically a one button touch to get it started, and this is a suction toy and pulsation. So it has vibration, but it also gives you that whole feeling for oral sex. So let's say you got a partner that's, your partner don't want to go down, or
Yeah.
maybe your partner's not there. This baby right here, give her the flower that matters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Give her the flower
Give her the
that
flower
matters.
that matters.
I'm coming through with a dozen. I got a dozen roses for Valentine's
All
Day.
she needs is a single rose. She
just needs this
She
Yeah.
just needs a
That's
single
it?
rose. That's it. And so it's waterproof, so she can have
Take it in the
nice-
shower?
take it in
How
the
much it
shower.
costs?
This particular one is, I believe, it's $50.
And you said this is the most popular
That's
one.
amazing.
This is the most popular right now. It's been viral. I can barely keep it in stock. I think we might be out of stock right now until tomorrow. So
That's the
yeah.
last one. Let me see it. Is it used?
This
Right. I don't know now.
smell it.
And he really smelt it. Oh my
Some
God.
rubber.
Hey, whoa, bro, you need them
How do
Lysol
y'all
wipes.
feel about that? Do you smell your fingers after you've touched a woman? Do you do stuff
What?
like that?
No, I'm putting my face right down there and smelling it. I ain't doing no thing. That's back in middle school when a nigga was
I feel
goddamn.
like back in the day, y'all
Nah,
were
I'm-
So you
Going
just
right.
put your head down there and take a whiff?
Hell yeah. Definitely.
So
gonna
what if you don't
take
like
that
the
whiff.
whiff you receive?
The whiff.
I'm gonna come back up. See, it's two different kind of whiffs that you know what I'm saying is out of pocket.
Okay.
You got the one that it's like the natural pheromone of a woman, but sometimes it's kind of like you know what I'm saying.
It's a little
Like,
tangy,
yeah, you know what I
maybe.
mean. But
Just a
you know,
little.
she might have had to walk to the
Yeah,
up the
she had a
steps
long
and
day.
shit like that.
You gotta catch a bus today.
And then you got the one where you don't even smell it until you penetrate, and then that's not like, oh, it's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you got something going on. And then I just, I
You had to
usually
back
jump
off
up
that.
out of there. Yeah, I jump up out for sure.
Wind it back.
Man, I jump up out of there.
Yeah, it had a room
Yeah, you
smelling
got-
like Badussy.
Where that came from? That Badissi shit.
Badussy. The goat, Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah.
So look.
Booty, dick, and pussy.
Do you keep it real, bro?
You know.
Do you keep it real when you smell that? When you smell that whiff? It's just like, man, I'm up out of here. You got to go too.
I do now. Like if
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
wrong
okay.
one, I
Okay.
definitely be like, yeah, you might. Need
Understand
to go
that
get
y'all have
Right.
smells too.
for sure. Shit, tell me.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't tripping.
Are you-
But I be
The
feeling
way
like
you saying, are you telling?
I'm definitely gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm be like, I know. We just got done hooping.
I can't straight
Keep
here.
going.
No, not keep going. Hop in that shower, baby.
Keep going. Just lick it all off. Wow.
Salty.
That don't stop you. So some salty, that don't stop you.
No, it definitely doesn't stop you.
I don't
Adds
know.
to it. It's like a
That
gumbo.
too though.
It's adds
Like
to
two, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep a good diet going.
You
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
You
For
have
that.
Men and women, you have
Right,
to
right,
care.
Because sometimes your spunk does not taste well.
That's true. That's true. That's why they have sweet and 69. You know, you take it ahead of time.
Is that what this
comes
is?
to no? That's big.
Okay.
That's something a little different. But
Oh.
we'll talk about that.
Which
later.
one?
Well, tell us
hold
about
on,
the sweet and 69. I want to
So-
hear about that.
So there's two kinds. You have sweet and 69, and you have yummy cummy. They both do the same thing.
Yummy
So-
cummy.
And typically they come two in a pack, so you can have one, and your partner can have one, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And what it typically does is it has natural fruit and things of that nature in it to sweeten
Oh,
the
gotcha.
semen and the natural secretions of your body. So
Okay.
you know,
You
by
drink
the time,
it?
No, it's like a little chewable. You just chew it ahead of time, and it's,
How
So-
long
so-
does it take?
usually anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes before you start to have any type of
And
action.
what are they called again? What's the female one? Because the Yummy Cummy for the man and
No, both of them for men and women. They're
okay.
interchangeable. You want there's just two different brands, Yummy
sure.
Cummy, and the other one is Sweet and 69.
And the natural way is fruits and vegetables.
And that's what's in there.
Nigga,
Absolutely, that's
And
what
we can get your
Oh,
products
that's
on
good.
your
That is
website,
natural.
right?
definitely on zinfulpleasures.com.
Are they also like in Starship?
So my items, you definitely can get some of the same items in Starship, but I am a black-owned business, so
Okay.
So we gonna go to Zinful.
So I always encourage
Pleasures.
folks to,
Right.
shop and
like,
buy
girl, you done ate this Yummy Cummy and still tasting like this. You done lost your mind.
You gonna have to leave that one alone,
Yeah, you
bro.
have to leave that one
Yeah,
alone.
definitely.
You want to put
Yeah,
that
right.
back on the shelf.
You don't
Exactly.
exactly. And the cummy's still not yummy.
Nigga,
Put that
come
one
up
back
like,
on the shelf.
But you ain't your yummy coming.
The survey says you did not.
God.
we're gonna take a quick intermission, man. Today's episode is brought to you by Purple Smash Berries. Shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Shout
get
out.
into that, but yeah. All right.
Okay.
What else we
Speaking
have?
Quick little break.
Yeah,
Speaking of
Smash, that thing need to taste like Smash Berries. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's what the yummy cummy.
that's what you need that yummy cummy for.
Yeah.
All right, so we got yummy cummy, we got the rose. What else we got?
We got a few.
that you had said, and I was
Yeah,
like, damn.
energy.
I
What?
The big who?
Big dick energy.
We'll talk about
Oh.
enhancements next, which is big dick energy and juicy as fuck.
Big dick energy.
I'm loving these names, honey.
Yes.
You
Because
came up with all
I
the
need you
names?
to
Like,
have that.
When I'm choosing what I'm putting in my boutique online, I like to choose items that I know are going to be interesting for the culture.
Yeah.
Number one, and then number two, the items that what we're indulging in right now. And so people always say, "Oh, I don't need no Viagra," but this isn't Viagra. This is something just to enhance what you already have going on. So I have my customers look at it from that perspective.
Okay.
Because,
Wait, what you mean enhanced? Like, it's like a.
It's
a
called big dick energy.
Oh, it's like a
Are you
BB.
bringing that to the table?
It's like
If
a
not,
BBL.
you can take it.
you say
You can.
got a
A BDL.
Getting dick shots.
Hey, and that's what they need to fucking create. A big dick
Damn.
shot.
It gives you that additional energy that you
Give
need.
you that mandingo.
That extra stamina.
I'm sorry, you
that
was kind of
would like.
mad with that one.
Because it's like
I'm just
focus
saying.
so much
On the
enhancing
woman.
the woman.
Everything
Making her
is about
ass
the
fat,
woman.
Her titties bigger.
Pussy
and her waist
wetter.
snatched.
All
But
of
what
that.
about your
But you-
dicks? Your
right.
dicks
We
are
do
small.
all of that in y'all last 5 minutes.
Right.
Great.
Yeah, what
Sometimes
about
it ain't
it?
even that
So what about
Great.
Yeah, sometimes it ain't that it's small. Sometimes guys are under so much pressure a lot of times.
What type of pressure?
Perform.
Oh, okay.
To perform.
You know what
Yeah,
kind of
to
pressure.
perform. I mean,
You the man.
like you want to make sure you show up and you is the man for real. Like you know
Sure.
you the man.
Because you
but
walk
also-
around with the big dick energy.
Right. You
And
walk
then
around
when
with
it's
it.
time to fuck,
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Hey, y'all.
we doing?
See,
So
it
that pressure
depends.
It ain't
itself,
matching
it does
up.
depend,
See,
but
it's a really an energy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it is.
You know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
It's an energy thing. We might not have the right energy with you, so you know what I'm saying, like that.
That's-
For me personally, it's never no pressure to perform. You know what I'm saying? Unless
I mean, but think about the first
That's
say
why I
for
asked.
instance,
That's what I'm
it's
saying, it
somebody
depends
you
on-
hitting for the first time.
it depends on who it is.
Right.
It depends on who it is.
So that's the situation. And then like think about like people in relationships, right? Like you go through different things that you might have going on. Like your partners might be going through something for the day, could throw you completely off, right? And even though y'all already y'all been talking all day about possibly doing something later on that night, y'all probably been sexting or
Yeah.
whatever y'all be doing. But at the same time,
You wanna
whatever
deliver.
she done did, she done fucked up her whole day. It's kind of fucking with your vibe too.
Yeah,
but you
okay.
still
Facts.
want to be
You
able
wanna
to
deliver.
deliver.
Right,
Yeah.
So
right.
a lot of times, that's the pressure I'm talking
Most
about.
of the time, my
Gotcha.
best performance be like my second time fucking. Or the third time fucking. The first
And
time
that's-
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? We trying
and
to
that's what
come up with
Figure
the
it
game
out.
plan, you feel me?
And see,
It's like-
I would
That's the
prefer
chemistry.
that
That's
the
like- that's
first
the chem- that's
time
learning
you
chemistry. That's
like
learning
That's
chemistry.
learning
Yeah.
chemistry.
lay it out, like have me think about that shit.
That's why you so mad right now.
First time is, but that first time don't never always be the best time.
I
because-
can't say that. I can't
No,
say that.
because oftentimes the man
I've had
kind of
that.
has to
No,
learn your body. For
Yeah,
real.
you
For
learning
me,
the chemistry. So,
sometimes the
so the first
chemistry
time
just
probably.
be so. Y'all ain't never had no first
Yeah, the
time
first time
sex
probably
that just
won't.
be like, God
Oh,
damn,
yeah.
yeah.
You sure can. You can get get your, you know, your
definitely have
unicorns.
those.
Yeah.
But it's rare.
She said
most
unicorn.
times, yeah, most times it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
I don't know,
because
because if you let it build up, like you saying, like somebody new, and you don't just jump right in it and y'all talk and y'all build that up, that first time be explosive.
Yeah.
It's very explosive, but then, you
Especially
know, like I
when
said,
you
know,
let
you
it
can
wait.
still have that,
Right.
Right.
that idea in the back of your head, like, man, I'm ready to hit this, but like, you know, I want it to be just as good for her as I know it might be gonna be for me,
Right.
or
Right.
vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause she want to be able to perform too. Like, you know,
True.
women, you know, we
got our
come
things
through
too.
with the
Yeah.
wet and everything, but at the same time,
Exactly.
we got to have stamina to go with it. You know
True
what
that.
I mean?
So let me ask you this: does all your
everybody say
So that's
that
products?
like when
one,
Juicy as fuck
position.
might come in. So Juicy as
Gotcha.
fuck might come in with that. You know, she might drink half a bottle, and you know,
Half a bottle.
right? I mean,
going
'cause
in. Oh, you talking about half a
what's
bottle?
this?
half of
Hold
the
it
shot
up, Zaki,
here.
so
Oh,
we can
okay,
see.
okay. I thought
Yeah.
she was talking about like this.
Right, so this is Juicy as fuck.
What a,
So
what a measuring cup.
She might start with half of a bottle of that, right? And then she might start feeling herself, be like, you know, okay.
Zaki, show it to
and
the
then
camera over
she
here.
might be like, okay, well, I think I might want to kick it up a notch. And she finished the bottle off. So
Okay.
then, you know,
Now
So
she
juicy as fuck.
this
So
is Juicy as fuck.
Is a makes
so
you wetter.
I just want to read it. It says, "Wet your sexual desire."
Yes.
2 fluid ounces, designed for women to increase arousal, wetness, enhance orgasms, and sexual appetite.
Oh,
Choose
so that's-
your
I want some
juicy
of that.
That's better than KY jelly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Oh,
how
for sure.
soon does it kick
But
in?
so you can take this anywhere from
72
20
hours,
it
super
lasts
concentrate.
up
Oh,
to
it
it can
lasts
last up to 72 hours, meaning you can have a whole
Oh,
weekend.
you wet for
of that, right?
3 days straight. Juicy as fuck.
Yeah, y'all remember y'all vacation conversation that y'all
Woo,
was talking about?
this
Yeah.
is the shit we need to be
Might
bringing on
need
it.
That's what y'all-
Hold on, but I don't feel like we finished big dick energy either. But
Juicy AF. It's called Juicy
We
AF.
gonna get, we gonna get.
Let's go back
Please
to
calm down,
No, we
Asada.
didn't.
Calm down.
I just want to make sure our viewers
So they have the
This
same.
is
Understand.
exciting.
So I
We're
brought a
real
pill for-
comfortable today, as y'all can see. My
Yep.
dress code.
Oh my
reflects
God,
such.
this girl.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mention it. But look, BDE, it's good to be cocky. So how do you take this? What the fuck?
So there's a capsule in
Oh,
here.
okay.
And so it's inside of a case, but it's a smaller capsule right in there. And so you can take this with water, like anywhere from 12 to 16 ounces of water. And again, you can take it anytime within that 24-hour period where you're expecting to have some type of, sexual activity.
What if she don't pull up? So now
Yeah,
you
You don't pull up, baby.
now nigga just sitting here.
Vaseline or whatever y'all like,
Well, I
whatever
mean,
your
they
preference.
can always get
Get you some shea butter.
They can always use a they can always use a masturbator.
Zaki, you don't want to hear
Yeah,
about your
some
shea
toys
butter
over
for
there.
We
that.
have a male masturbator
Hey,
over there. in the
whatever
box.
you
Oh, she
want
got
it
a
for.
male masturbator.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying, do it like it keep you hard for a certain amount of time, like
What,
even-
big dick energy?
Yeah.
So what it does is the turnaround time for you to restore is quicker.
Oh,
so
got
let's
you,
say
got
you
you,
done
got you,
gone
got
through
you.
it. So you ain't gonna just be laying there, man, my dick hard for hours. You ain't,
Oh,
that ain't
okay,
what it's
okay,
gonna
okay.
do.
You gonna nut,
You gonna
and
be
then
able
you
to
gonna
do
be
it,
able to
and
get
you-
back in the game.
Yes.
So look.
You can get back. You can get back in the saddle quicker. And
So
if
Get
both
your
of
ass
y'all-
back in
And
the
so
game.
if both of y'all are on it, it's a whole weekend thing.
So look, is
Y'all
it more of
going
a
around-
is it more of a
around
mental
y'all
thing or a
listen.
physical thing?
You're not women
'cause
are
I-
on this. So I bought a pill form and a
'Cause we
liquid
excited.
form because women have the pill for women also, which is called Juicy as Fuck, comes in a pill. So you can do pill, the shot, or the gummy.
Oh, you get the whole kit.
Either one.
Okay.
So right, exactly.
yummy.
And
Come
so
on
big
now.
dick entity comes in the pill or the shot form also. So like I
Okay.
said, it's just based on what your preference is. You may prefer to take pills or you may prefer to take shots. The shots typically take hold a little bit faster because
Yeah,
it
liquid.
gets into your bloodstream
Sure.
a little faster than the pill does. So a lot of customers typically buy the gummies or the shots, but I have customers that specifically want the pill because they want something they can just carry in their pocket that's smaller and keep it moving. You
So
know?
look, when it kick in, is
Niggas
it
be
more of
walking
a
around with shit in their
mental thing
pocket.
or a physical thing? Like
Keep your dick rock hard.
It's
Like-
almost like their arousal comes over you.
Okay.
So for men, your arousal kind of happens near like from the waist down, just like women. But women also have arousals happening in areas above the waist as well because our erogenous zones are
Yeah.
in our nipples too, just like
Yeah.
you guys are. But it just kind of extends a little bit more around us.
For sure.
We have this kind of like this
Yeah.
this womanly,
A whole canvas.
feminine floral that kind of just circles all around us. Yeah.
Don't be starting to get all
Shot
shy
up.
Don't
now.
get shot.
Right.
Man,
asking.
man.
I
He
know.
asking.
He trying to get all the info.
He said,
Okay,
wait.
Britt.
He
You
said, so
welcome,
what you
Britt.
mean?
You
Right,
welcome,
right,
Britt.
I'm
You
just
got
asking.
it.
Welcome, Mrs.
I'm
Harris.
asking.
We got it.
Yeah.
We got
He gonna
it.
slide a few dubs before he get up out of
Right,
here.
he gonna be
He gonna
here.
have
He
to
gonna be
take
like, "Hey, Cincy, meet me outside. I wanna get some of that BDE."
Dead ass. He gonna slide you to the side.
But the good thing
He
is,
gonna be like, $20 enough.
But the good thing is, one of the guys get to go home with this one tonight. So one of the guys get to go home with that one.
Nice.
This is fun. This is fun. So we got
Nice.
some treats and some giveaways.
Absolutely.
So look,
So
what
I'm
else you
gonna
got?
turn this on and pass it around though.
Oh, yeah,
I
she-
want to feel that.
Because I
wanna
want you
see.
to be able to feel the suction from your hand. So put it towards the palm of your hand so you can feel the suction.
Duh,
And-
you show them
know.
the bags that it
Yeah,
come in.
that's-
I just didn't want to sit on
No,
the table
no,
the whole
I just-
time with the
no.
fucking grumpy pecker.
He is a grumpy pecker.
Definitely a grumpy pecker.
Actually, we bought a actually just put it right in here. Actually, we brought
You're doing it backwards, bro.
Yeah,
There
that
you
part.
go.
Zinful Pleasures.
You gotta need to know because
Oh, come
we
on,
can take
Brett.
that home to Bridge.
Yeah.
You gotta know
And this is
how
the
to
lowest
use
setting.
it.
That's the lowest setting?
That's the lowest
Oh, okay.
setting.
Oh, so just
So you-
imagine that
Just
thing.
put it
So
in
you-
the palm of your hand. Yeah, so you can feel
You
it.
feel his eye.
So how do I
So I-
turn this up a little bit more?
You
I
hit
want to
the-
see what it really do.
She said, "Turn it up, turn it to the max."
Right now.
It has
Right.
Oh yeah,
It has pulsating,
pulsations and it
yeah.
has vibrations. Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
ma'am.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Yep.
Yeah, that's that.
So
Oh, yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie like I ain't finna
Look,
show
Asada want it right now.
I want to know. Let me see what that thing hitting on.
and
Yeah,
so
let's
people
check it out.
typically
Can y'all hear it,
Yeah, but once you
listeners?
have it there, it's not gonna be as loud. Once you have it there under the hood, it's not gonna be that
Oh,
loud.
so
Yeah,
you can
cause-
be anywhere in public. fucking
Absolutely.
You could
around.
be at work with it.
Yeah,
We're
but-
gonna talk about
I
toys
love
that we
this.
can really do in public and still be discreet.
Oh, I love
Because
that.
that's one of the things you like. You like to be able
Now,
to
yo,
still
you ain't
get
take
your,
enough time.
your
Nah,
sexy
What the
verb
fuck I'ma
on,
do with
but
that?
still be discreet.
You can put it on.
You can
lyrics.
play with a woman.
Yeah, you can put it on.
Yeah.
Let's say it's one that
So
you
that's
ain't
how-
really trying to
Listen,
go
let me
down
say
on.
Hold on, one mic, y'all. Look,
Be like, baby,
Couples?
When you're trying to deliver.
listen.
We hella excited.
Everything that can do, I provide suction, pulsation.
how do you provide
How you
pulsation?
provide
Please help me.
pulsation?
Nigga, I get the pulsing, I get the jumping in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that bitch get the jumping.
He said he get that jumping in there.
I don't want to know.
So how many levels of it? You know?
So I think this one has 10 or 12.
oh, it's
Oh,
10 different?
it's
Yeah.
levels
Oh,
to this
shit.
shit.
You
You
so
do
the
so-
so,
so-
so it has, so
You
it has vibration patterns and it has pulsation patterns.
You have one.
He has 5
Strong
the
too.
vibration.
Nah, I definitely got, I
So,
definitely
hold
got
on,
some
y'all. So
levels.
we was on
for
the, we
your
was on the
motherfucker.
first level?
We were just on the first
you was-
level. Yeah,
Oh,
we were just
okay.
on the
Which
first
is the level that Naya
Damn.
was on. She's trying to act like he got 12.
Yeah, that shit kind of, it's kind of
really-
loud.
That thing like some R.
But
Kelly
I'm
12
saying, once
plays.
it's like
12
about being
levels.
the-
12
No, R. Kelly,
plays.
It's
So
not-
everybody
Okay.
don't
It's not-
deserve
it's
level
just have it
12.
out
You
like
feel
that.
me?
It's not
Most of these bitches deserve level 0. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I'm trying to get mine off. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
right,
I'm
right.
taking you to know
That's
level-
Why the women don't
That's
deserve
selfish.
level
I said
12?
all women don't deserve
Some
level
people
12.
can't make it past 2 on this, to be honest. Like, I have a customer say they start out on it and they literally take it and throw it at the fucking wall because it's just that powerful.
I'm ready for it.
Absolutely.
Level 1.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He said, "Tell us stay there. Just stay there."
And that might be enough because, okay, so
You know,
what
I mean,
about,
get your
like,
XP points up. You know,
they say that too much toy play can lead to, like, desensitizing your clitoris.
It's
So,
a myth.
That's a myth?
It's a myth. Yeah, it's a myth.
Woo!
It's one of the biggest myths,
Good.
actually, when
Okay.
it comes in when you're talking about sex toys and
'Cause-
any type of bedroom accessories,
Mm-hmm.
because there's over 4,000 nerves down there. So there's no way you can desensitize that many nerves.
Okay.
You know, unless you have undergone some type of mutilation, and toys will never mutilate.
How long you been using toys?
Let's see, maybe since 2012.
What's your toy count?
My toy count.
I hate him.
It's on my
My
nerves,
toy
yo.
count.
How many different toys?
I'm
Have
sure
you been with?
I'm sure it's in the double
What's your
digits.
toy count?
I haven't gotten to triple digits yet. So
How many toy bodies?
definitely
you
in
got?
the toy.
How
Definitely
many
in the
toy
double
bodies? Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Y'all
You in the
are-
what now?
digits. Double digits.
Double digits.
Double
Okay.
digits.
Absolutely double digits. I mean, you
Close
know,
to the triple?
Nah, not close to triple. No,
99.
I mean, she gotta test them out. How can she sell them if she don't know what they do?
I have a few product testers,
yeah.
but for the most part, you do need to touch and feel and be able to utilize them in order to explain to customers how to use them. You know, because some people use them for very specific things sometimes that they weren't intended for, but for them, that's what brings them pleasure. And so that's all. That goes back to coaching. You know, helping people figure out what it is that pleasures them. And so if a person says, you know, the lobe of their ear is what brings them the best pleasure, they can orgasm from the lobe of their ear with vibration, then that's what you coach them on how to reach it. So
next time I'm fucking, I'm gonna have a little earpiece in with Zindzhi and the thing. Like, call the play, coach.
Because this is some ratchet wisdom, because I'm glad that we just dispelled that myth that you can't desensitize your clit. Because I thought that.
Yeah, it's a very big myth, and it's one of the things that you learn first when you start learning more about sex education and just more of the professional side of, you know, how to educate folks about the use of toys and how to keep them clean and how to protect your body and
how
which
do you
type
keep
of
them
toys
clean?
and which toys not to use, because some toys have products in them that you shouldn't put on your body. So you want to I always encourage getting toys that are, you know, silicone based, pretty much just completely silicone, because those are going to be the safest toys to use. Silicone or glass, those are going to, or even steel, because you can use those with, you can do temperature play with those. You can either heat those up or cool them down and do some temperature play.
So how you clean the rose?
So with the rose, you use a medical grade toy cleaner. So we provide those for customers. Usually I tell customers, you know, you want to have TLC, toy, a lubricant, and a cleaner. So if you're going to get a toy,
lubricant cleaner.
But the lubricant is to make things feel a lot sleeker for you too. Because I mean, we definitely bring the Niagara, but at the same time, when you add additionally to that some lubricant, it's a whole different type of sleekness.
Viagra, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
it's a whole different type of sleekness. But
you got to clean after every use?
You should clean before and after every use, because unless you're storing it in a specific toy case, like I know I have cases that I use. Yeah, you gotta have a toolkit.
What about a food safe?
So the kids won't find
a vacuum seal? Keep it in a...
It wouldn't be necessary to put in a vacuum seal. I wouldn't vacuum seal.
What's wrong with them, y'all? What is wrong?
Y'all sell cases too?
My
We do
bad,
sell
man.
cases. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Is
do
it like a
sell
lock
cases.
box?
T-stars in the building.
You can get the lock box ones, or you can get the ones that just help keep it hypoallergenic.
I mean, if your kids find that, what the hell they gonna think that is?
Well, they think it's a toy.
They don't want them in the
They think
house
it's a
playing with
toy.
it, especially if you don't clean it.
I mean, but if we were to look at the male masturbator over there, if I was to sit it here, it just looks like a flashlight is sitting on the table.
Okay.
A kid wouldn't necessarily know what it is unless they were to open it and go inside and then they see, and they probably still wouldn't know what it is.
They still not gonna know what
they
that
would probably
is.
just
If
keep
your
pressing
child-
the sweet.
If your child know what that is,
Yeah, we got some issues.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, you're definitely in
You
trouble.
are
they've been exposed to a little bit
trouble.
too much, man.
Right.
And I've actually shopped on your online boutique. I have the penguin.
and it's over there. Yeah, the penguin.
Okay, yeah,
The
I
penguin?
have the penguin,
Yeah.
and I got the
Penguin?
cleaner.
Yes.
Did you give your online boutique information out? Have you said that yet?
Zinfulpleasures.com. That's
Okay,
us,
yeah.
and we're on
it's with
Instagram
a
as
Z.
well. At
It's at the
Zinful
bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah, we gonna
one
put
more
it there.
time. It's there. It's there now.
Okay, Zinfulpleasures.com is our website, and you can reach us on Instagram as well at Zinfulpleasures.
So what about the toys in public? I know you was getting towards.
Yes.
So that will lead us to the double joy.
Oh yes, let's get into that double joy because I was looking at that. I was looking at this one on.
So the other hot thing right now is wearables and vibrating panties, right? And so instead of buying the vibrating panties, these are what folks are using right now. And so you look at it, you see it's kind of weird shape. It is.
Yes.
I'm about to get into that.
Oh, okay.
Get into it.
Talk about it.
I'm about to get into that.
Bluetooth.
But
Eager beaver.
yes,
It's gonna-
it is Bluetooth.
it's
and
gonna
I'm gonna pull up
masturbate
the
you
app
from the
to
next
go along
room.
with it in just a moment. So
Definitely. Let her
it does work with an app, but with the vibrating panties, it gives the discreetness of being sexy and doing something a little
Do
sensual.
they have a
and intimate.
thong or it's a regular
They
panty?
do have the ones that comes with thongs. If you want the ones that have the thongs with the toy built in, you can get those. But this one's a little bit easier to utilize because think of the vaginal canal, right? You would just slide this in. insert that in. This portion is hitting on the G-spot. Yes, this portion here is laying on the clitoris.
Okay.
That's why it's called a double joy, because you're getting pleasure in both places. Also, you can really call it the triple joy, because your partner can come in also underneath and give you that extra penetration. Look at Warren's face. Well. Look at Warren's face. So if you wanted to have intercourse with it, you can do that as well, or you can do some solo play, or you can wear it out to dinner. Let's say you wear it out to dinner. You can.
Hey, look.
Let's
So
if you're on a boring date,
no.
Let's say you and I went out, right? And we decided before we left home that, hey, every time I pick up my wine glass, I'm gonna give you the control to hit me up. I'm going to have it on.
Beam me up.
I'm sitting at the table.
Beam me up every time I take
it.
Look,
that's interesting.
That's fun.
That's very fucking fun.
Man, what? I want all that shit.
So if you just fucking with that on, you got to have to, you explain it first. Like, you give a little disclaimer. Like, I'm finna put this on. I want you to go up underneath this and do your thing.
I mean, if that's their first time, yes. Yeah. If that's their first time. But, I mean, if y'all...
If not, nigga get up in there the first time. Like,
what to do.
What is this?
But isn't it the allure that y'all like to watch us do things first?
I do.
So, watching me insert it should give you an intrigue about how you can also get involved, right?
Yeah.
So, knowing that wouldn't really cause a whole lot of conversation about how to do it, because you just saw me put it in, and then you can decide and use your own imagination of how you can be a part of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so that goes back to the question you mentioned earlier about what if my partner isn't as comfortable with using toys? You know, what if they have some inhibition about toys? Well, when you start doing things with toys in front of your partner, a lot of times that encourages them. That makes them a little bit more comfortable around toys, and then they become, you know, more open to wanting to get involved with it. And then they, you know, later on, you may even get them to gravitate towards finding something for themselves. You know?
So let me ask you,
I ain't really with the toy play, but like, I do enjoy watching.
You don't know until you know.
Hello.
Well, listen, I enjoy watching.
Release your inhibitions, buddy.
I enjoy watching a woman pleasure herself. You know what I'm saying? That shit definitely turned me up.
And that's what I was about to ask you. So for the people out there who is discouraged about using toys, what's the benefits? You know, educate them people who are like...
It's really just the niggas.
It
like,
really
women ain't tripping on using no toys. You know what I'm saying?
They're like, educate them.
But
really educate me. I am them.
I was just asking.
You'd be so surprised, though. You'd be so surprised of how many women still find toys taboo. You know, you'd be so surprised of how many women that'll come up and say, hey, I really want to try something, but, you know,
Wait, you mean try it on niggas?
Masturbation and all of these things feel so taboo, so shameful. It's so much shame that comes.
No shame in that shit. Listen. I'm saying, you saying that women want to use toys on their man?
Not for you.
Oh, women do use toys on their men. Yeah,
yes, they do.
No. You saying on their man? Like, this toy is for him? Shit?
Yes.
What
she just told you she has a masturbation toy.
So there's a cock ring.
Yeah, there are cock rings. Those
cock rings are fun. That's like basic starter pack.
That is a starter pack. Definitely. Yeah. You would use a cock ring to kind of help a guy extend his erection, meaning his erection will last longer, because it's basically moving the flow of blood only to one particular area. It's constricting things, right? Yeah. So, you know, if it's constricting that area, he's gonna last longer. So that's, like she said, starter pack level. But for
starter
instance,
pack level, we get way more advanced than a cock ring.
There's levels to it. I mean,
it's a level where it starts getting. Well, I ain't even gonna say.
We know.
It starts getting kind of gay. I ain't even gonna lie. After a while,
you said you wasn't gonna say.
But I had to put that. Yeah. But look, this is what I'm saying. So
how does it get gay when it's with a woman?
We ain't get too much into that. But look, so the toys you
leave that alone.
You're fucking a whole woman and it's getting gay.
Hey, leave that alone.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We're going to keep it pushing. But look, so toys is more so for like if you've been...
What's wrong with y'all?
Nah. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to chill. I'm trying not to get us canceled.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm trying not to get us canceled. So I'm trying to just keep it pushing.
Hey, chill.
Look.
Chill.
Look.
Ratchet Wiz.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
this shit ain't
like no other show.
One mic.
Yeah, we gonna need
one
a part
mic,
two,
one
man.
sound.
One mic.
Go now, yo.
Damn, what the fuck? All right, this is what I'm saying. So, the toys more so come into play to to spice up the sex life. Let's say you've been fucking the same person. You prefer sex or fucking? I don't want to keep saying fucking.
I like a little bit of both.
Okay.
You know,
All right, say
Okay,
that.
period.
So
Say
you've been fucking the same person for extended period of time. That shit can get kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? So is that what the toys are? Well, for men, is that where the toys come into play at?
The starter pack.
Yeah, they
the
can.
starter pack.
That's one level of entry. That's one level of entry. I would say another level could be, as earlier you guys mentioned, games. You know, like sometimes guys might want a pack. They might want, a coupon book, a sex coupon book, because we have those too, right? Say, like you said, because when you get in a relationship, when you're in a relationship, a lot of times the sex don't come as often as it typically does when you're just dating, right? So then you got a coupon book. Hey, okay,
pull out your coupon
head
right now.
I'm gonna redeem a night of this, or I'm gonna redeem a night of that. I want a hot and steamy this, or I want, you know what I mean? So those are other ways. A slow and sloppy that. Exactly. So those are things that you can incorporate to kind of keep things a little bit spicy. You could also do something like a little bit of role play. So think about 50 Shades of Grey, for instance, right? Yeah. So I don't know if you've thought about maybe submission and domination.
Jackie done downloaded the app, y'all.
Hold on. I'm trying to see how to keep the sex life.
Zindzhi,
I'm sorry.
So I mean, you
got
ADD.
I don't want this.
So you can role play a bit.
Why you don't want this?
Change things up a little bit.
One mic.
Put it on your nose.
I'm trying to figure out how to keep the sex life spicy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a problem that I be having. I ain't gonna lie. After I done fucked you for like 2 months.
Yeah. I think she was getting into that.
What's going on? Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. Like, for instance, like, say, for
coupons.
Instance, so coupons, games rather.
Yeah,
games. You want to use some sex games. And then you mentioned toys, because you were saying, I don't know that that's something I would be interested in as a guy, right? Yeah. And so there's toys that aren't invasive for men, because I think that's the big issue for guys. Y'all thinking that somebody's finna stick a toy up your ass.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so all the male toys, all the toys that are for penis owners are not toys that go up the ass. They have toys that work around the frenulum, okay, which is that little.
Let's talk about
soft,
the gooch.
Is that the
that
gooch?
little soft little area,
right
it's
before the ass.
Right?
No, it's that no, it's at the tip.
Right.
Because it be like
tip. It's that little V area on the tip.
it's a gun line. It's a gun line. Like,
First of all, y'all didn't get into this enough. Y'all
you need to get. No, that's what I was doing, Sada.
It's a clitoral setting and a G-spot.
That's what I was over there
you
doing.
Can get into it, y'all.
Yes.
So y'all definitely purchasing.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to keep my sex life spicy,
Okay,
nigga.
well, you need to learn about this.
Yeah.
You could be having your girl going crazy.
What's that called? The triple
It
what?
don't be in
That's
my
the
hand,
double
and I'm
joy.
ready for
Okay,
it.
Double joy.
double
That's
joy.
what we're giving away, the double
Here,
joy.
Dub.
They
Try
give
it.
double-
We're giving
away the
that
double joy.
away. We're doing a
it's
giveaway for that.
Bluetooth enabled. It has a 15-year warranty. You can play music on your phone to make it vibrate to the music on your phone. Or
okay.
if
Imagine
you
that.
have music, or if you have music in the house.
What the fuck is that? Not that.
That's what y'all playing?
Let Zindzhi do it.
That's fucking. Y'all playing that? Y'all fucking.
If I put it on ambient noise, just you talking will make it vibrate. So there's an ambient sound feature in here as well for that. Of course, it has an option for you to connect with your partner. So let's say if you're out of town, you're at home. You're out of town. Your partner is at home, and kind of like FaceTime. Y'all can still have that connection. They can control it while you're wearing it.
Hello,
Long
you
distance
could be in
relationship.
Cali.
And you can watch her.
Whatever,
you can watch
whatever.
her have that orgasm.
You over there?
Liddy.
You over there getting it? You getting it wet for that nigga who she cheating on you with for her sneaky link? You over there?
Or you can do it together. While
She's not
doing
cheating.
It, you could
Black
be
women
masturbating
don't
with your
cheat.
toy.
Yeah, black women definitely
That's
don't.
debating with my hand has worked well for years.
It might have worked well for you. But they got things that'll do it for you, so you don't get as much of that.
Right, you gonna get that
You gonna
carpal tunnel
have
fucking round.
exactly carpal tunnel.
All I'm saying is,
Arthritis.
they
Nah,
have
it ain't as frequent as when I was in middle school.
All I'm saying is you can sit back and relax a little bit.
Pamela.
And allow it to do
Pamela.
So we got different tempos, like when you're playing the music, depending on what the music, the tempo. Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's dope.
So like, you know, if you wanted to change the clitoral, you can just move this line up. And see, the red line is taking care of the clitoral. So the clitoral is.
So how many times do you think a person can use this?
So I can do that, or I can go in and change it.
No, I'm saying like how many times can you?
Oh, okay.
So they got some preset settings. They got some settings where you can control it individually.
Okay.
Or you know, you can just
That's dope.
let music change it.
That's dope.
Absolutely.
That's dope.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
it's annoying.
It's just
I'm just trying to keep it one mic.
How many times can a person use that in a day? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like you came, how many times?
What's excessive use?
Yeah, what becomes too much?
What's excessive use?
So I always tell people you use it however many times your body can take.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you're only going to get to a point where you reach a threshold of pleasure and you just be like, have that euphoric sense.
Yeah.
To where, you know, you don't really feel like you need to go any further.
Yeah.
Because you can, just like with anything, you know, you can keep doing something until you reach a threshold. Same thing with this. You know, you can reach a threshold to where, I'm at almost my maximum pleasure.
For sure.
I don't think I need anything else physically. Now I probably just need maybe some talk or some, you know, gentle touch or massage or
These are like
So 9 times out of 10 you won't OD on it.
no.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Okay.
no such thing as a gateway orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, now I need, you know what I'm saying?
Now I need another one. Well, it could be because you might go from here to another.
So look, we've been looking at this angry bag, grumpy pecker. What is this grumpy pecker?
So
Angry bag.
So that is our giveaway.
They're
which is
having
the
trouble
double
with the
joy.
angry pucker,
So,
guys.
Yeah.
So for
Put
the
that back
show,
on the floor.
you guys can decide how
Hold it
you
up,
want
Saki.
to give
One mic.
the giveaway. If y'all gonna give it away to a fan, or if y'all gonna give away based off of someone connecting with you on social media. But it is the double joy.
We got one here.
This item here, and again, it is Bluetooth enabled, and it has a 15-year warranty.
Somebody's gonna have a ball.
Somebody's
Y'all
gonna
gotta
have a
get in
ball.
on our sweepstakes for this because you're gonna be able to download an app,
And the app is free.
a free app, control your toy. Abroad,
The double
away,
play.
at dinner,
We
while
actually,
you doing it.
I honestly wish I could win this prize.
Fact.
Yeah, we gonna get out of the way. Ladies, send your videos of you using your using your toy.
No, but
Please
but
don't.
Valentine's
To
Day,
my DM.
Black Love Day,
It is.
Valentine's
Black
Day is on
Love
the
Day,
way.
whatever you celebrate, this is gonna be something perfect for y'all. So y'all gotta make sure y'all are following and stay up on
Nah,
the
that's
Ratchet
real.
Wisdom podcast so you
That's
can
real.
win this.
So you can win this.
That's a treat from Zinful
Yeah, so
Pleasures,
we'll have
baby.
some little contests and some different things for you guys to enter to be able to qualify.
I'm
for that
excited
prize.
for whoever wins that.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
what's
Depending on how the winner look, I might throw my number in that motherfucker.
Ooh, it might come with a little Yoski on the side.
It might come with some Yoski on the side. We actually might auction Yoski
Hell
for
nah, nigga, this-
Valentine's.
Y'all about to auction this man?
We definitely finna auction this man.
Cue to Kendrick Lamar. This dick ain't free. For sure.
He said
But
we
nah.
need to normalize dating rich women. So have your pocket change up
Hey.
if you want Yoski.
But nah, I do got
Yoski,
another.
You want to be a sex worker?
Nah, I do not.
Oh, so y'all be
I'm
hiring?
too
Y'all
busy.
hiring?
I'm not hired.
Sex worker. She's a pimp. She's a
You know what I'm
pimp.
saying? Y'all hiring?
The new word for pimp is
I can
intimacy
connect-
coach.
Absolutely.
I'm an intimacy coach, baby.
Absolutely.
Hey, but nah, I
She said absolutely.
Can get you all the way together?
got another question.
what's
This
up.
might be more medical though. But I was watching another. Well, actually, I was at this podcast live. Shout out to Big Facts. I was at that shit, and they was saying that if you perform oral sex on a person unprotected, you might as well just have unprotected sex. So, is that the same? Can you contract like the same shit from?
It depends on the type of.
Hell yeah.
Depends on what. Yeah. Yes. Yes is the.
Well, I know you can
answer.
contract it. What about HIV? That's what I'm more concerned about. I ain't never.
Well, they still haven't put enough information out there about HIV being transmitted through
Do
saliva.
niggas really got that shit?
So that hasn't been really.
Dude, who?
I don't know nobody
But
with
nah,
HIV,
for
But no,
HIV.
you can
Not that
absolutely
you
get
know of.
herpes
I know about shit like that, but for HIV to be so like such a big thing, I don't know nobody with that shit or nobody who's even passed from it. Like I don't, unless they be some of the folks who say they got cancer might have died from HIV. They be trying to keep it up.
I don't know. I just.
But again, though,
that's
so
why monogamy becomes important.
But so another. So if I perform unprotected oral sex on you, do you think it's cool to just go in? You know what I'm saying? Besides having a baby, we know that the baby could come, but just as far as the STD aspect of it.
If you're doing that, should you, or is it equivalent?
I think the safest sex is to know the status of your partners. That's the safest sex you can possibly have. Is to know the status of your partners. Because no matter what we think about the person that we're, pleasing or that's pleasing us, we're never 100% sure on what they might have been doing prior to being with us. Sure. So 100%
or who they've been with, because it's not, you know what I mean? It's not
that's
always
that's real wisdom. Real wisdom.
If I eat you out raw, should I just fuck raw at that point? Is it the
no? I wouldn't say it's necessarily the same thing. No, because there's some STDs that you can contract.
Only sex.
I've never heard of someone having chlamydia in the mouth.
I've never heard of nobody like I swallowed them AIDS.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So
I gave her some head and now I got AIDS.
As Zaki just mentioned, she said like you can get herpes from oral sex, but there are other STDs that you can't necessarily get from oral sex. So it's kind of
how many people you even know who got herpes from oral sex?
But the thing is you don't even know people that have herpes because it lies dormant so often. People. And then a lot of times
but they say 1 out of every 3 people got herpes.
That's what they say.
5 of us in
here.
One of us got herpes.
At least two of us have herpes in here. At least 2 based off of
1, 2, Zaki. 1, 2. Oh shit. That don't mean nothing.
No, just wait.
Warren said he been married 13 years. We said that don't mean nothing.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I take my chances with the smell check.
But the smell check,
it don't protect you.
It don't tell the whole.
A smell check gonna tell you it's maybe bacterial infection.
Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna eat you out with a fucking female condom on or whatever the fuck that.
That's what I was trying to say.
What are your thoughts on safe oral sex?
That shit is whack.
But
I don't even want my dick sucked with no condom on.
Why?
Okay, but I mean, people do that.
Are there?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, do you have a toy that'll make that shit super wet with the condom on, like wet head?
Absolutely. Yes. We even have stuff called wet head.
Oh, wet head.
We have liquids and different
that's a game changer.
Lubricants and tools that you can use.
That's a game changer. Absolutely. That wet head. Now I can.
Is that in the box?
I heard that. Let me tell you this. A trick that I learned a while ago is to put the lubricant inside of the condom before you put it on, so that they still feel like they're getting something out of the experience.
I'm talking about head.
It could be for head too. You get a flavored condom for the woman, so that she's not tasting.
Flavored lubricants. You can get the flavored lubricants. You can get the warming ones. You can get the cooling ones.
So do you all sell safe oral accessories?
We do sell some safe oral accessories. Okay. Yes, not all of them. Like we don't have
a dental dam. Have y'all seen the dental dams before? They're like a little square. I'm talking about them.
Oh. No, I ain't never seen that.
It's like made out of latex or silicone, which ones you get.
Why do
with the yummy tummy? What's
the message? Yummy tummy.
This is juicy as fuck.
Yummy tummy. Get your childish ass out of here.
Daddy
is all the products organic? Are they organic?
So the yummy tummy.
This nigga said, are they organic?
Are they organic?
They are. And the sweet and 16.
Okay. The vegan yummy tummy.
That's a good question, Doug.
Gotta ask.
Some vegans don't want to drink it.
They don't want to drink that shit.
They
don't want to drink it.
We have
gluten-free.
We even have vegan-free and gluten-free lubricants. You know.
Oh my God.
Lubricants and the
for the vegans.
Free and all that. Okay.
For the pescatarians.
We just want to make sure we protecting the earth at the same time getting that nut.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, that vegan pussy tastes different. Like that's the best kind.
And vegan dick.
Vegan dick. Oh, come on.
Period. Absolutely. If you eating that asparagus.
Asparagus make your pee stink.
I don't know. It does. It does give me a strong.
Just don't pee. Just don't pee. Just don't pee. But
Hey, before I knew that it was
nice
asparagus doing that, I had took a piss and smelled it. Nigga, I swear I got burnt because I had just fucked, but I had ate some asparagus. You know what I'm saying?
That
Prior
asparagus
to that.
make your
And then I had went to
pee
pissing. And I'm like, oh shit.
Change your
I
mind
really
about
got
what
checked
you
in
had.
there.
So
doctor
is it
told
like
me.
some fruit that is game changer, like pineapples? You know what I'm saying? Like
That's real.
Absolutely.
That's a
Pineapples
real thing.
has
Diced
always
pineapples
been-
and my baby tastes the best. Rick Ross taught you
You better
that.
do it.
Yeah.
You better say it.
We knew that before Rose, but yeah, he
Definitely
definitely
before
put
then.
it on the, you know.
You believe in
I mean,
aphrodisiacs
it
and
should
shit?
be your absolutely.
Oysters.
Oysters, chocolate is an aphrodisiac, especially
Definitely
dark
chocolate strawberries.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are even,
So what do you
even-
think about
even-
like
even
whipped
adding a
cream
little
and
bit of-
things like that on certain body parts?
So let's address that because that's
That's
for a long
outdated?
time people have always said, "Oh, I'm gonna put whipped cream down there." You know,
Yeah,
and
and
then
that
like
baby
the
be
next
having
day,
a yeast infection.
right? Next day she got a yeast infection or she
Yeah,
itching
no.
a bit, and you like, "Why you itching?" You know, okay.
that
Well,
whipped cream.
really, you shouldn't put any type of sugar down there.
Yeah.
So they have different lubricants and things that you can add that have sucralose instead of sugar.
I had got
And so-
grapefruited before. What you think? That shit ain't cool?
That's natural.
How did it happen? Okay, but how did it make your penis hole feel?
It was a tingly.
Tingly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
type of
Feeling
acid
it.
shouldn't really go down in there. So they're really not supposed to pull it all the way up to the tip.
Yeah.
You can still do it to get that effect, but don't pull it all the way up to the tip because that juice get in there. It's gonna give you that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to make you
And
feel
it-
like you're getting your dick sucked and getting fucked
and
at
getting
the same
fucked
time.
at the same time. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it's supposed to make you feel. But you know, they need to know what they're doing too.
Yeah.
I remember I
Absolutely.
said I
You
was
don't
gonna
want
try
the-
that and fell asleep on
You
the
don't want the
man.
grapefruit juice in your dick hole.
She definitely didn't.
I woke up the next morning.
I had
with
it,
grapefruit
she didn't know what
sitting
she
there.
was
I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even do it. I was talking all that shit, didn't back
No,
up.
I didn't know what I was doing because he was definitely like,
That nigga woke up with a grapefruit. Hey, nah, I'm good.
this is cold.
Yeah. Shawty ain't know what she was doing on me either. I don't think she seen that shit somewhere.
She did.
That's what
Definitely.
happens.
Definitely.
She
tried
saw
to-
it on movie and tried it
Try
on
some
you.
shit.
She
Try
saw it.
some
Yeah.
She
shit.
saw it on girls trip.
Yeah.
Straight up came and said,
Right.
"What you want?"
Hilarious.
My
See, that's-
complaint wasn't the tingly. It wasn't the tingly. It was that it was too cold. I
was
didn't
too
warm
cold.
it up in the microwave or whatever the fuck. So it was like,
warm it up.
ooh, it's cold.
So let
Warm
me
it
ask
up.
you- so look, can I ask a
A
question?
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned like, you know, guys not wanting to necessarily get into stuff. So like when she asked you, did she ask you or did she just present that situation about
I had actually already had seen it online somewhere on one of the social sites, so I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
He was
Let's get into
Googling
that.
What you mean?
But-
The grapefruit?
Yeah.
Right, but how did she present it to you or did you just present it to
No,
her?
she presented it,
Oh,
but
okay.
when she did, I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I just seen it." Like I had slick just.
I just
seen
Googled
it,
that.
you know
That's
what
what
I'm
you-
saying?
I just Googled it. I said, let's go.
I just Googled that. Yeah, try that.
Look that shit up.
I just saw it.
I mean, realistically, how routine is your sex? Like, are you adding any?
But
type
she
of
had
flavor?
already wanted to do it because the grapefruit was in her fucking purse. Like she had the
Oh,
grapefruit.
she came
Oh,
prepared.
damn.
She carries
Yeah.
carries
Yeah.
Because
Part
that's
of
what
her
women
diet.
do. That's what women do.
Yeah.
We're always looking to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Spice
Figure
it up.
out what we could do
Different.
to make
Absolutely.
something different. Yeah.
something different.
So you about to start walking around with
we don't
grapefruits
want you
in
to
your,
have
in
a
your purse?
grumpy
I'm not saying
pecker
We
when
don't
you're
want-
finished with us.
Grumpy guy.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying I'm gonna walk
You wanna
around
keep them for
with
being grumpy.
a grapefruit, but
No.
I
Yes.
think that I want to remain exciting. You know what I mean? I don't want to get boring.
Absolutely.
So, you
Yeah, I
know.
don't think I done got all the way to like toy level. What you said, cock ring and shit. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's
Starter
basic.
pack.
That's basic.
that's level 1.
I would
Yeah.
like to go to
The
level
starter
2.
pack, yeah.
I'm ready for level 2.
We
I
gotta
definitely like my. It's so,
So
funny.
what's level 2? So after the
For
cock ring,
guys,
yeah.
level 2, I would say a toy for yourself, something for yourself. I would say a masturbator. It don't even have to be a full-size
Yeah,
masturbator.
I'm cool.
So when you say masturbator, this is the ass and the pussy and all that kind of stuff that like.
No.
No, I'm talking about a basic masturbator.
Like
It's
a toy.
What
just-
is this?
It's just the tube.
Oh,
it's
I
just
see
the
what you're
two
saying.
with the fleshy part on the inside.
I thought that
hell
was
nah.
So
And
what
the
is
thing is,
so what?
and like you
'Cause
don't even
people
have to
be
worry
getting
about the
them
mess
dolls.
though. You
Yeah, that
can
what
go
I'm about
off
to
on the
ask.
inside.
So why do
you
y'all
know?
say hell no?
That's for niggas in prison, cause I can get some pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but
I would
it's
rather
when
have
you
some
not,
pussy.
You may not feel like working
But
to get the
let's
pussy,
say
or you
you-
may not feel
He
like
don't have
dealing
to
with our
work to
energy.
get
But think
pussy.
about it
man,
though.
I'm
The ridges
married.
that are
We
in
should-
there are a little different. The ridges are a little different.
So
than
you
the
saying it feel
ridges
better
you-
than pussy?
No, I'm not saying it feels
No,
better.
she don't know.
What I'm saying
You
You know what guys
Make
say
sure
all the time.
pussy.
Nothing better than
Than
pussy
but
than new pussy. So it gives you that opportunity.
So instead of trying some new pussy,
That's not new pussy. That's a new toy. Like she. I
It's
mean,
a new pussy hole.
So what do you feel like you?
But
do
why?
you want the
But why
pussy or
can't
do
you?
you
Why
want
can't
the
you
woman?
sit there while she's doing something? Why do you got to sit there with your hand to do something when you can have something else that
To
kind of
do.
get you where you need
She
to
can
be?
have a toy and you can have a toy. Y'all can
Right.
both be
Y'all- it's
toying
something
it.
y'all can do together. Like that's the
Right.
whole thing.
To keep it
like,
spicy.
That's the whole
I
thing
mean,
about
maybe
spicy
after I'm
things
married 20 years in, and it's like, all right, we ain't.
Hey, so
Then
look.
you're gonna be
So look,
60
like,
and your
try-
dick ain't even gonna get hard
try
no
something.
more.
Yes, I am, because then I'm gonna be calling her for them goddamn
Big
BDEs.
You gonna have Zindzhi in your AirPod? Like, Zindzhi,
my-
what do I need to
I
do?
hit my intimacy coach
You gonna
up.
wait till you 40 to
You need
get
priority
married.
mail? What you need? Priority mail? I got you.
Hilarious. So, what do you think about like if your partner is not as sexually liberated as you? Like, I've seen that in situations, right?
Zoom calls.
Definitely Zoom calls. But no, honestly, it's really about having a level of communication with your partner. Now, if your partner trusts you enough to listen to that communication, then a lot of times they'll, okay, I'm going to listen, but I'm not ready to try it. Okay. Then you can move to the next step, which is then be, okay, what are you most comfortable with trying? Because you have to find out what things they may be willing to at least experiment with.
Yeah.
Because there's something that they're willing to experiment with. They just haven't figured it out yet. And
Yeah,
so,
out of 12 levels, they got
Are y'all?
so it's a
Okay.
matter of
I'm
just
gonna say
finding what that is. And so once you find what that is, then they start to gain that level of comfort.
And then if you trust each other, too,
yeah,
right?
but you have to definitely trust each other and have that conversation. The
Absolutely.
communication is key in getting them there.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm over here like listening to him because he's like, "Nah, that ain't
He's
happening.
rigid.
It ain't happening."
He's rigid.
and that's fine because I've worked with
there's
people
so
that
many
have
like
been like
him.
that forever,
Certainly, yeah.
and then they found something
and
that
that's
really
why I
worked for
just
them.
feel like certain men's idea of sex is like it's more so focused on them. It's about them. Oh, I want to fuck because I need a stress release. I want to fuck because this. I want to fuck because of that. And it's not really based on pleasure, and it's definitely not based on pleasuring the partner. And I find that to be a major issue with a lot of men. I feel like the idea about sex and why you want it so frequently and why your sex drive is as high as it is not really about connecting with the woman that you're with. It's not about building intimacy. It's very selfish, focused on I just want to bust this nut right quick.
It depends on who it is, though, because sometimes I do be worried about was she satisfied or not. You know what I'm saying? And then other times, it was about me.
Yeah, and then
What if
and
her-
then sometimes
what if part
it's
of
about like your reputation too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you don't want nobody to be like, man, that nigga dick was trash. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't give a fuck.
It be that too.
What if part of
to say would it be?
But what
Yeah,
if part of
maybe
her
I
satisfaction
assume.
is? What if part of her satisfaction is watching you get pleasure from doing something with a toy? Part of her satisfaction might be that, you know.
And see, that's why I think
or
this
it
is
might be
interesting,
that
'cause-
she, you know, guys have erogenous zones around the nipples, for instance, right? It might be that she want to see how you react to nipple
Get your
play.
nipples up.
Nipple play.
I mean,
you know,
men-
maybe
men,
not
I feel
even
like men
having
are
your
into
nipples
that.
sucked. but
I
it
ain't really tripped on nipple play before. You know what I'm saying?
So
But
what
you not
about
fucking with the ass
so
play.
what about how
With the
Trick
what?
Daddy
With the
said
ass play.
y'all remember I got
Yeah,
something.
I'm-
So
The
y'all
anal play or
remember
whatever.
That's really like my only restriction.
That's,
you
your,
know what I'm saying?
that's your
Boom.
only restriction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit, everything
So
else.
Trick
Gun line
Daddy
boss.
said he likes
Gun line.
Gun line boss.
Look.
boss.
Trick
Don't
Daddy
rub your-
said he likes to get ate out. And you'll be surprised how many men like to get
eat out.
No.
He said he eat a booty game.
He said he like to get his shit
ate as well.
I done had some of my personal partners tell me like that's what they into. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. I mean,
and it's with a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't thinking they gay or nothing. I'm just not into that shit. Yeah, like what position are you in doing this?
No. I had a friend.
Eagle.
Listen,
you on all fours.
Yes. Period. I had a friend who was sucking a dick and she went a little low and she went down to the tank and then went down there.
I done had plenty of women do that shit.
Yeah, but then
gotta bring them up.
But then the next time,
so did you get afraid?
He said you just gotta bring them up.
No, I need to finish this. The next time she went to suck his dick, he lifted up the legs, ready for that same action, like expecting that this time.
Because it feels good.
He found something that
felt
great
good.
to him.
Exactly.
And that doesn't make that gay. That's just
it's
your
not
body.
Gay.
Listen, your body has all these sensory nerve zones, all these areas with.
I ain't saying it's gay.
All these sensory nerve zones.
I let
so
a woman.
The
first time a woman had did that shit, I let her go down there and do the shit, and then I was like, if it was feeling weird, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For you. You were uncomfortable.
So did it
with
feel weird right away, or did it? You was like, okay, that's a new sensation. Okay, now I'm feeling something different.
Exactly. Okay.
Wait a minute, I don't like the way that feels.
like the
I'm
way
too much of a guy for that.
I mean,
that's what it was. That's what it was.
What I like about this is that we just normalizing the conversation.
It was like my asses. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on?
I appreciate his honesty, though.
I do too. He said that's what it is.
And I get it, and I feel like it's unfortunate.
Do you eat ass?
Huh? I ain't see why ready for that.
No, but what's real is that it's so many men like him, though.
Yeah. Hey, she said, she wasn't ready for that question, bro.
You can hear, nigga.
Answer the question.
If you can hear, you can hear. I hate you.
Look,
oh my God. That girl said,
Answer the question.
One time I did. Face ass.
Maybe twice.
Maybe twice.
Hey, so do women like eating ass? When y'all eating these niggas' asses, when you eating niggas' asses who like getting their ass ate, do you like that?
I've never had a man that asked me to eat his ass.
I don't think they're ever gonna ask you.
No, they're not.
No, they're not gonna ask you.
The niggas who lift their legs up.
So y'all saying y'all gotta be aggressive and just go after.
I like my man to be pleasured. Period.
Right. It's just a matter of whatever.
I'm not gonna stick a toy up a man's ass because a friend of mine who's gay told me if he like toys up his ass, 9 times out of 10 he's gonna want to graduate to something bigger.
Yeah, that 9 is a smaller number. It's not 9 times.
So you just gotta use your tongue.
A toy up your ass is not gay?
I don't know.
Okay, think about it. Okay.
Whoa.
Talk about the type of toy you're talking about, okay?
Yeah, exactly. So, if it's a small little vibrator,
a penny,
you are gay.
Listen,
if you want to get daggered in your ass, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do
talking about.
We ain't doing it.
I don't want to put anything so far that doo-doo starts being.
Doo-doo is never gonna. That's a misconception. Doo-doo is not gonna.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Because my friend friend told me her man put.
Man, y'all always got these friends, man.
It be you.
It be you.
Y'all always got these friends, man.
Me.
That shit is gay, man.
They ain't got these friends. It be them.
No, but think about it.
It be them.
I got a friend.
I got a friend.
I'm asking for a friend.
You ain't got no friends, Saddle.
I do got friends.
I'm the friend. Me, I'm the friend.
She's not my only friend.
Call them for a lifeline.
No.
I'm not putting nobody's personal sex life out there. But when they told me doo-doo came out,
we gotta normalize. It should be normalized, man.
Okay,
that's
but
real.
I never heard
that. Zindzhi just said it's possible.
It is, because I mean,
it's a doo-doo hole.
She probably didn't even know it was happening, and we had a full stomach. Okay.
I thought that was unlikely.
Oh, it's unlikely if you have done an enema ahead of time.
Wait, didn't know what was happening. She didn't know.
If you putting something up your ass, doo-doo can come out. It's your doo-doo hole.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. Those muscles don't always, especially if you got to the point of pleasure and you like now you release.
Super release.
Yeah, it's women.
Relaxed.
I done had women who like getting hit in their ass. And
I heard that it's orgasm times 3. I never got to that point of pleasure with anything anally. That's not my deal.
So there's a couple of different things. So when you're talking about putting, say, a penis-sized item up a man's ass, that's one thing. So yes, then you could say, okay, yeah, that guy's gonna actually like that. But when you're talking about a prostate probe does not go all the way up the anal cavity. A prostate probe only goes up probably about half the way this portion here, because it just goes to where the prostate is. And the prostate area is where the male G-spot is. And if they're just going there, they're not trying to get this whole full-fledged experience like that. They just want the prostate to be, penetrated. That's different. You can't necessarily say every person that puts something up their ass is going to be gay. You have to think of it in terms of what exactly they're putting up there.
Right.
How so if they're just using a prostate probe,
what is the goal?
So a prostate probe is going to
a nigga shouldn't be getting penetrated, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You shouldn't be getting penetrated.
So we can't penetrate your testicles? That's penetration.
I mean, insertion.
And then there's a little area right underneath your testicles that's very, very.
That's the gun line. All that's fine.
All that's fine.
Saying? All that's cool.
All that's
cool. Stay in
the gun line.
Yeah, stay in the gun line. Don't cross that gun line.
They can't go just a little bit there.
Stay in Camp 8.
I appreciate a man who says that because I'm clear.
You clear on where to go and where not to go.
Where he stands.
Yeah,
you know
where
what I
he
mean?
stands.
So I'm fine with that.
Right.
Have your boundary, have your lines,
And
because at least I know there's no curiosity there, because there's a lot of men that have that curiosity and they're not exactly sure what that means. And that's where we get this whole
because like I said,
sexual confusion, blurred lines. You know what I mean? And the reality is a lot of men like those things, and they might not have to be gay, but most women is not gonna cross that line for them or do what they're looking for. So then they, you know what I mean? Go into figuring out, okay, how do I satisfy this curiosity? And it ends up becoming gay. I feel like some people could stay in just a freaky zone if women were interested in being a part of that experience with them. Because people are freaky.
They just have to find
it's a difference between freaky and homosexual.
They just have to find the right. Because
it's with a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's with a woman.
To go with them.
Yeah.
Because every woman is, like you said, every woman isn't going to go in that direction. But
because we start thinking in our brains, okay, what does that mean?
But who puts that there though? That's
society has put that there. Yeah.
Media,
society. But think about it. You have to decide if you inviting society into your bedroom, because your bedroom is really your world. So if you're allowing society to come in your bedroom, then really you're not really free sexually, are you?
No, you're not.
Because most of us aren't.
But all the toys is society too. You know what I'm saying? Like you inviting everything.
But toys have been around for almost centuries. To be honest with you, if you look at some of the older toys that have been out there, they're wooden and they're phallic shaped.
Some older pornos, them black and white ones.
People even take crystals.
I'm just talking about like even more. Think of Neanderthal like type. Like there are
Neanderthals.
Yes,
the slaves had toys.
Even before then, you're talking about there are items that
I guess so. Like
the Greek people was big freaks.
Handcuffs and all
get
that.
some of that extra cotton today, man.
Arousal isn't a new thing.
See what it do.
So even though we've involved as people over time, arousal
around a long time ago.
Absolutely.
They've been in choking each other and shit. Like that shit's really been around a long time.
Yeah, all of that's been around.
And actually, what do you call that? Where you can choke? When you choke,
that's that fetish shit.
I
fetish.
Forget the
name.
It
is fetish. You have
but you choke them to their
dominatrix.
It's almost like
to they
nearly die.
Yep,
I forgot the name of that orgasm, but it's like you nearly die.
Is it
right
orgasmic?
Before you fucking die.
Asphyxiation.
It is asphyxiation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
So there was something that kind of went viral, where a woman was talking about how we talk about sex in the black community, and it's
why are you trying to beat me up? Why are you trying to murder me? I want to be very, very clear. The language by which we talk about sex in black communities is disturbing.
And it's always so...
Stop saying black community.
Well, that's what she said. That's what she said. I'm just saying what she said. She said that all of the languages, I'ma beat the pussy up, I'ma shoot the club up, blah, 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 blah,
That's society.
Right.
She was basically saying that
sex sound way too violent, or penetrating the vagina sound way.
But
too
y'all
violent.
like that violent shit, you know.
But she was acting like it was a problem in the black community when white girls be like,
I think
"Fuck my brains out,
yeah,
choke me to death." You know what I'm saying? Like,
or Asian or Latino, everybody, anybody.
It's a part of the culture.
Absolutely. So
I call that porn culture. I say that's porn culture.
I don't think that it's just black and white in that analogy
or
whatever. It's literally, and it's not just porn culture either. It's absolutely like what your preference is. Yeah. And that's what I was telling one of my friends. I was like, it's a mood. Everything is a mood. Mm-hmm. You absolutely can be in the mood to get your brains fucked out, or you can be in the mood to be like slow stroke.
That was just probably
I just want you to give me the slow stroke dick all night.
It make me
feel
like
what I mean?
Or if you're not in the mood, you got these products.
Exactly.
Like Yummy Cummy and
what she was is she was just a very peaceful woman, and a nigga told her she was finna tear her stupid ass up, and she she was like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying?
She ain't like that.
Stupid ass up.
Treat me like a flower.
Don't
She didn't want to get toe up at all. Like she was on some.
It was brand new.
Like,
You wanted
put
to
my
be
smart ass together.
Yeah, she was a grumpy pecker. Definitely a grumpy pecker.
Yeah.
That's what that was. She was a grumpy pecker.
Yeah.
Don't be a grumpy pecker.
You should have seen her. She had this. We might have to insert a clip, but she had this vagina puppet, and she was like, "Don't talk to the vagina like this."
And then all the girls on there was like, "No, I want you to fuck me like a slab."
I mean, but it's levels. You know what I'm saying? She just wants to stay at level 1. She want to stay at level 1.
But what I said is that what I could agree with, what I could agree with about it is that some people don't know how to separate the language from the act.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So some men don't even take time for foreplay.
Yeah.
And at that point, you are killing the pussy.
Sometimes you don't have time for foreplay. I got to be at work in 10 minutes.
Back on set.
But my thing is, what makes you think just because you're horny and you want to fuck that my pussy is wet and you got to be to work in 10 minutes, you have to do something.
Yeah.
You have to arouse me in some type of way. Other than that, you're killing the pussy.
Literally, the pussy's dead.
The pussy's dead.
But
the pussy's sleep.
I think that's where that sex chemistry kick in.
Facts.
That's where the communication kicks in. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't care if you communicate to me, I want the pussy. It's not going to just get wet because you said it.
But I mean, maybe they communicate
Just give her a small kiss.
Maybe they,
You know?
maybe they
5 minutes of kiss,
That's
5 minutes of stroke.
That's
So
when
you
I'm
got
gonna toss
10
you that
minutes.
rose. You got 2 minutes to get right.
Get it right here. And I'll be back at 5. I'm going to go piss. That's what y'all think. So I'm going to go piss.
I'm gonna toss you
But
that
you
rose.
know
I'm
what?
ready to slide in.
But it be times where women want
That's
to.
okay.
That's a strategy. Though.
That
That's
could
a
work
strategy.
if
That
you-
could work.
yeah.
If your partner is willing to utilize toys.
It's times when women want to fuck too.
Get ready.
Yeah,
Well, I
he
ain't
has to have
ready.
his own kid.
I done had women come. She done came home drunk from wherever she on. I'm knocked
Yes,
out and she
brunch.
on some.
The
She gonna
drunk.
hit you on that tap with the shoulder. Geek, geek. Hey, we're ready.
Exactly. And you need to get up and perform because you expect it.
Right, but see, and that's where the tables have turned. And now it's you as the male, like trying to get that quickie in. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
And if
do
a
you
woman-
expect him to be ready to go?
Right.
No, you got to get it up too.
Yeah.
If I got to get it up, you
Yeah.
got to get it up. That's essentially my point.
Yeah,
Women will take the time to get it up, but men don't always take that time to get it up.
It don't take too much time.
I kind of
Just a little
disagree with
quick
that.
I had a customer. She was on Pink Pussycat.
Exactly.
Which is another one of the,
Hold on. Time out.
Save my tricks for later.
Hold on.
no, I was saying I had a
y'all
customer.
again.
She was on the Pink Pussycat pill, which is another one of the enhancers for and that's the one Cardi B kind of made go viral, right? Mm-hmm. And so, because it lasts over a period of time, and it varies for people, it varies as far as how it works person by person, right? And she was just saying that, she was coming home all the days that it was still active and just ready to jump on him, and he just was not ready.
Yeah.
And so he kind of got to the point where it's like, like, is you out with somebody else, like, cause you got this high extra sex drive. I know I ain't giving you the D like that. So like, what's really going on? And so it's just they ended up having that conversation. I think it goes back to communicating.
Yeah.
You know, and like I definitely hear you when you say, okay, I need the foreplay, because that has to be a part of it. But then you have to determine, like, typically when you're in a relationship, y'all have found what levels of foreplay you use to get. They find your buttons, like they know your buttons already. They know what it's gonna take to get you there.
That quick
But
point.
when you got somebody that just don't care, then they're gonna try to get on you like a jackhammer and leave you swollen.
Exactly.
You know, and then you're like walking around all day with a swollen.
Your partner. That's kind of selfish. You talking about your partner being like that? Yeah. Well, that's
some men are like that, because I just think that the sex talks or whatever, like, I feel like women are just way more open and just vocal about. I don't know, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems like we're a lot more open about X, Y, and Z, and men are very much so just sometimes very selfish. You know what I mean?
I think you want to be more open, but
I agree with that, because at the end of the day, it's like this: women are more so the receivers in sex, period.
Right.
So you're gonna be like, all right, fuck me right here. All right, move it over. All right,
no, I actually like them pretty.
All right, go ahead and dagger in that pussy. All right, go ahead, go switch her. Like, you gonna tell them, you gonna kind of instruct them a little bit more, because a man is kind of doing more of the work.
Right.
You're gonna give him a little action back, but
y'all catch the facial expression.
Action back. I got tricks, baby.
I like it action
do the opposite. You said I like young niggas, but
I was just saying, because you were saying niggas ain't open. I don't know.
It's not about being open, but the reason alone is just I always go older, because they're more into the woman than I feel like a younger man is. They're more experienced and they're more into your experience.
Yeah, the older
for me, when I go older,
get, the more, you know what I'm saying, freakier niggas get.
Yeah, they be into what you need.
Yeah.
They know already. You don't really have to teach. You don't really got to say, I need this. They already know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
But that's why part of that is because sex education is definitely not a part of school systems anymore.
Yeah. Right.
It's been 86 for a long time.
Yeah, but that shit don't teach you how to please your partner. It just, it just kind of educates you.
Anatomy can teach you how to please your partner. Just knowing.
But just the anatomy portion, like for them to know where they need to be going.
Where the G-spot is.
Yeah,
right. Some people, do you know how many niggas be in the wrong spot?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you correct them? Do you correct them? That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with teaching?
But who wants to spend? You know what's attractive? You already knowing.
But
let me tell you what
that's expectations.
A clit is the same place.
Sometimes
a clit is the same place.
But actually, I've had some women that was a little to the left.
Not on every woman.
You can see that shit. It is there.
All right, but let me ask you this.
It depends. Some women have hoods.
You're right.
Some women, you know.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still like the same. Even if they got a hood, you gotta lift the hood.
So what?
In Africa, they're circumcising the clit.
So what's wrong with you teaching them?
Over here on the vulva. Like this, should be
we call the hood the Arby's.
Why? Because it's all fucking wrinkly and shit. Like the meat over there. The meat is the meat.
Looking like a little.
It's the meat.
But look, it's a real question. Why is it a problem with you? Why is it a problem with you wanting to teach them? Even though the expectation should be there, what you want.
It's not that it's a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
He said why you wouldn't tell them. So
why you wouldn't tell them?
I mean, for us, a lot of times we feel like we might hurt a person's feelings by saying that they're not doing something right. You know what I mean? And I mean, that happens. Like, you know, you tell a guy, you
what
know
this
what.
nigga laughing I'm sorry. Hey, they over there laughing. They over there laughing.
I don't even know what they laughing at.
I'm just laughing. My nigga Doug gonna come with the why.
Hey. Oh, yeah. I'm always gonna ask.
I always gonna have that question.
Because now, look, it's somebody out there who's like, yeah, but why? Why y'all won't teach me? So that's a real question. So
that's
why?
Part of it.
Right.
That's part of it for real. Because like we feel like we might hurt your feelings.
That's true.
Because it's so much. Like I said earlier at the very beginning, I said there's so much pressure around performing. Even though some guys are confident enough that they feel like, oh, I ain't no pressure. I know I'm gonna come through. But that's not every guy. Every guy don't have that level of confidence. True. And so we feel like, okay, he ain't really hitting it right. Man, I want to tell him like, do this, but he probably gonna
but
like.
still,
I think y'all need to tell. I think y'all need to tell them niggas. I think y'all need to tell them.
Especially she's like, I know if I can move a little bit different, I probably can make this thing happen for myself. Because if I tell him right now, he gonna lose whatever erection he got, and that's just gonna spoil the
tell
night.
Him for the
especially if you done had a bomb ass night.
Tell him for the next woman, man.
Well, no, so
don't do your sister like that. Don't do your sisters like that. You know what I'm saying? The next woman needs to get his best.
So to that, it actually depends on your maturity level too.
It does.
Like I had a friend back in the day in college who was dating a guy. She really liked him. He had the full package, but he just didn't know how to please her all the way right? And she would talk to her girlfriends and be like, yo, I just want to tell him like, I want him to do this, that, or this or that, and I want him to like be a little bit more free with me.
I had an older woman.
She didn't know how to tell him because she didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Fuck all that. I had an older woman break it to me so raw. Like she got to asking me where my daddy was at. Like, where's your uncle, your daddy, nigga? What are you doing down here?
You said she's an old woman. She's
no. Then when I was young, I was like 18. We had radio research. You know what I'm saying?
Because an older woman don't care. She's not caring about your feelings anymore. At the end of the day, she's fucking you for her nut.
I appreciated that shit though. I appreciate that.
So when you're fucking a man who you really like,
man, you better tell.
You gotta be honest. You gotta tell that nigga.
You have to be honest because if you like him,
I'm not saying you don't have to be honest. I'm just saying in certain situations, it can become a little difficult, especially if he's a man who thinks that he's.
Hey man, y'all better be able to take constructive criticism.
I'm down here eating this bitch. She like,
and you think you going ham?
She like, where is your daddy?
Where's your daddy, nigga?
He did not teach you how to eat this box properly.
He did not.
Y'all better get like Jim Jones.
Where's your daddy?
Where's your daddy?
Look, Zaki, I was like, you better get like Jim Jones, mama. Start showing him.
I swear to God, she hit me with that.
Where's your daddy? I'm gonna need your uncle, your daddy, or your cousin to tap in right now, because you ain't in it.
You don't think after that I went and found out how to eat some pussy?
What did you do?
He got it.
Story time. When I said Google it, when I said Google it,
you gotta humiliate him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
I mean, I knew she was much older than me, much more experienced than me. So you know what I'm saying? I was taking it as a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm almost like, I mean, it did make me feel like.
Was it a blow to the ego?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
For sure.
But it made you want to come back strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
humiliation.
And that's why I said, say it's a fine line. So if it's somebody that
don't need you to do this.
No.
Look. But I feel like it depends on the relationship because there are times where it'll be like what he just said, where you'll tell him and you'll let him know, like, hey, I just want you to do.
I jacked off before I went over there and everything. Like I was trying to come in
really was coming with your shit. You thought you was coming with your guns.
Epic fail. Epic.
No, I knew she was older. You know what I'm saying? And she came to the door like robed up. She whooped. She had like a little landing strip. It was dyed. Like the landing strip was dyed. Like this was like a next level for me at the time. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, cougar.
Hold on.
I'm ready for my cougar days. Let me get 45.
I'm thinking I'm finna come to the game ready.
And
I think I might have started off trying to eat it.
Where's your daddy?
Where's your daddy?
Where's your
that's what I'm saying. She didn't care about hurting your feelings. But we be caring about y'all little ego.
So that's the problem.
But she knew she was fucking with a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I knew she was on her.
So look, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Because if this somebody,
shout out to you wherever you at.
Look, that's what I'm saying.
You know who you
if
is.
You wanna,
girl, you taught us
where your daddy is.
Let me go ahead and dye my landing strip.
Look, Sada, if this is somebody who you see some type of potential in and you obviously want to take it there with that person, I mean, what's wrong with communicating? Been like you trying to coach that person up to that level. I understand expectations, but you need to be real. You know what I'm saying?
This is all I'm going to say.
In the ladies' defense, it's like,
that's fine.
Nigga, you might be too old not to.
Exactly, and that's where sometimes I feel, because my thing is this. You could be dealing with a person for a very long time. And at a certain point, that just becomes an expectation for you to understand my body. Did you take the time to learn my body, or are you just fucking me for your own benefit? Yeah. Because if you care anything about me, then you should learn. You should, after a year, You should know.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to explain it to you.
I'm trying to help the niggas out.
I shouldn't have to explain it to you. And then my thing is this, like I said, you will communicate. Say how a little to the left, a little down, and that's cool. But it's nothing sexier for a woman than to be with a man and he just hit it right. Yeah. Hitting it right is knowing exactly where to go and when.
But look, that's why I'm going back to, I think it was like episode 2 where you were saying niggas ain't shit in Atlanta. So I think your expectation is kind of like these niggas ain't shit because they not delivering, but are you taking the time out to be patient? Because you could be potentially blocking your blessing if you willing to teach and educate that nigga on what you really want. You got to. It's a sacrifice sometimes. It's a sacrifice, and you got to be willing to get the type of person. Like it could be a nigga who you like everything about him, but the nigga just ain't delivering. Yeah. But we have all kind of education that you can.
Well, hey, I probably already blocked that blessing and missed that lesson. So
hey, but that's real. But you got to be okay with continuing.
I'm okay with continuing my journey because I'll say that maybe I had a good guy that maybe didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how to communicate that. I'm at a totally different point now than I was then. But at in my 30s, you know what I'm saying? When I'm at this. I'm getting to that peak. I can't even say that I've reached the peak yet. I don't even feel like it.
You're gonna peak multiple times,
right? Yeah. But I just feel like at this age, I want a man to know what to do with a woman, and if you don't know. At this point, because I know I have my tricks. I've done my research. I've practiced enough. At this point, if I'm coming correct. Yeah. You're not gonna have to tell. You might could tell me a little this or a little that because that's what's specific to you. But you don't gotta give me the basics.
Right.
I know the basics.
You shouldn't have to tell them the basics.
So all you're saying is they need to just come with the basics.
You can work through the things that are more specific to me as a woman. Because I know I'm
hurt a nigga's feelings. Let me ask, are y'all willing to hurt a nigga's feelings?
Well, you know what? I had a homegirl that told me, like, you have to put the shit on the table. And then once they receive it, then they do what they do with it at that point. Yeah. Like, you can't be holding back shit. Because what are you doing tippy-toeing and da-da-da-da-da? You in a relationship with this person. If you don't trust them, if you trust them enough to let them inside of your body, then you trust them enough to tell them what you need and want. Yeah. So, like, there's that.
That's the name of the game. You gotta communicate what your wants and needs are. And if you're not communicating your wants and needs, you're not going to get what you want or need. You know, you have to communicate that. That's the biggest thing in anything, whether it's a relationship, a marriage, or just a fuck situationship.
So look, I think we're gonna need an episode 2.
Yeah, because we well over an hour.
I'm ready to get home to my wife,
and I got. It's calling right now. I gotta go test something up.
Put it to use.
I gotta go act a fool.
We have this prize, and it is waiting on a lucky winner. So just tap in, y'all, for this prize because
double joy.
Shit, right?
You want that double joy?
You want that? I done felt it on my hands. So imagine what it feel like on the inside.
And if you are looking to spice up your love life, your sex life,
drop it one more time.
Zinfulpleasures.com.
We gonna bring you back though.
Zinful. Zin. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have a part 2.
Much fun.
It has been fun.
I love this.
We didn't even want to stop.
Yeah, we could go on and on with this one. So we gonna use some of these.
Make sure y'all hit her up. It's been a pleasure.
Ratchet Wizdom, man. Shout out.
We out.